Good morning, Mai-Liis.
Good morning, Julia. I know we were both chatting before the show a little bit, and we're both exhausted
Oh
for
my God,
some
this
reason.
times change, man. I wish they would do away with it and just keep it like this forever. Like, just forward forever.
Yes.
Um,
How do you remember it? I spring forward, fall back.
yeah,
You
yeah,
always remember
yeah.
that.
Well, I
Yeah,
like to I like to spring forward, although, I'm so like totally like it really does a number on my system. Like to me, it for the week after, and I've touched on this before. For the week after we change the time, I'm just like completely lost. I'm like a lost puppy
like you've got jet
looking for
lag
my
or something.
tail.
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
jet lag or something. But
yeah, it's
yes,
insane what it does to me.
I still have to bring up that one Women's Day show that we did, and it was the day of the time change, and like Julia's got all the floor plans and everything, and I'm there on time, and that Julia's nowhere to be seen. Everybody's asking me questions. I'm panicking, wondering what the hell happened. Time change. She forgot it was
Forgot to
spring
change my
forward,
clock.
still on the old time. But yesterday too, I had to run into the Dollar Tree. So of course your computer time changes, your cell phone changes naturally. You don't even have to think about it, but the old regular clock, the watch doesn't. So I'm like, oh good, Dollar Tree open till 7. I got plenty of time, an hour and 15 minutes. It's only 5:45. So I'm in there looking around, taking my time, and this thing comes across the loudspeaker going, you have 5
Attention
minutes.
shoppers.
Attention shoppers. I'm going, why? It's another hour to get to the cash. I said, I thought you were open till 7. She goes, we are. It is. I'm going, oh, time change. Forgot
There
the
you go.
clock. Screws it up completely. But the funniest thing, Julia, I was telling you, I was trying to find it. Somebody had said, takes me every time the time change comes, it takes me so long to change all the clocks in the house. So he's got a picture of a clock. So he's crossed out the 12, put 1, crossed out the 1, put 2. He's changed all the clocks manually in the house. I'm like, oh my God, no wonder it took so long. But anyway,
Yeah.
let's hope you can last the entire show without yawning too
I'm
much.
gonna try not to yawn in your faces too much, guys. Good morning to everybody. How is the time change affecting you? Just type it in the comments and we'll touch base on it. We have a couple of guests today. Today is the day that we have Marlene with us. She's gonna talk to us about fashion, and we're gonna have,
Fashionably Marlene.
yes, ma'am.
But
And
um, go ahead.
who's who's the other one? Cat
Kat Rendeck, who's going to
from.
talk about, yeah, going to talk about the event coming up this Saturday that used to be called CD Saturday. It's now got a new name, and I want to talk to her about that. But
All
yeah,
right.
here's Marlene.
There you go. And here's Marlene.
Hi, good morning, girls.
Good morning,
Good
Marlene. How are
morning,
you doing?
Marlene.
Is the
So
time
you're,
change affecting you?
pardon?
Is the time change affecting you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just even this morning, I was like looking at one clock that hasn't been changed. Like, yeah, I have lots of them. I'm like, oh no, it's 9:30 instead of 8:30.
Yeah. Yeah. The only one that doesn't change automatically for me is my kitchen, the stove clock. But yeah, but it's just like it's crazy because I didn't really lose an hour of sleep. Like, I'm always baffled on how it affects me because I didn't really lose an hour of sleep because you do it over the weekend. So I
Yes.
ended up sleeping an hour extra, like, well, not an hour extra, but I got up later than I would normally. So I didn't really lose any sleep yet. I feel so like out of it.
I'm with you. I just wish they'd just do away with this.
Oh, me too. Like
Silly.
always like this forward so it's later. It's there's light later.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that would be just peachy. Just peachy.
So you were talking about the Dollar Tree, which I absolutely love. These cute little glasses that I have on today
Oh,
come
nice.
with a matching little
Case.
holders, so I can do fashionably whatever I'm wearing. I think I'm wearing a blue top today, so I have blue glasses. Always thinking fashion.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
I have a whole box of these things too, of all different colors and stuff. I usually stick to these, but then with the move, of course, I lost the box. It's somewhere. I don't know where it is. It's packed somewhere. And then I was like busily moving, broke the glasses, and I
Oh no.
couldn't find the box of spares. So
yeah.
yeah, it was a disaster of a day. I had to run to the Dollar Tree and get a new pair for sure.
Your hubby has a comment for us. It says, recommend starting a week in advance by going to bed a bit earlier each night. When the big day comes, we're already pretty much adjusted
he
to
he
it.
does that. I don't, but he
Yeah,
does.
yeah. Does it work for him? I guess it works for
Yeah, it
him.
does.
I should maybe try that next time we switch around. But
So
next time we switch around, I'll have to go to bed an hour earlier because an hour later. I mean, because we're gonna be,
falling
Yes.
back.
the opposite.
Yeah. Spring forward, fall
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. So spring is almost here. Have you started your spring cleaning? Man,
In my
I was
mind. In
in
my
your
mind, I started.
I did my entire upstairs over the
Good
weekend.
for you.
Yeah, well, I had a lot of little elves help.
Helps help.
Oh,
Elf
shut up,
help.
Miley's. Their elves help. They helped me. We did the entire, like, the hallway gets always messy because there are like four kids and upstairs, right? So their
Now, do you need
hallway.
to bribe them with any kind of
I did
payment?
not. They were so good. Like
Good.
I told them in advance, like way in advance. I told them, prepare yourself mentally. Saturday we're doing this. Like
Oh,
there's no
that's a
and
good one.
ifs
That's
and but. We're doing it, and so Saturday around like 12 we started. It took the whole day. They did their rooms. We did the hallway, and then I had to repaint my bathroom upstairs because Kyle, when he was here, my lease, when
Hmm.
he came to live with us, he decided that he wanted to paint the bathroom,
Oh boy.
and he decided to paint my bathroom with a dark brown that I had, and he did like he did the middle part of all the walls, and then he ran out of energy because he's like that, right? He starts something and then
Oh
he runs out of
my.
energy, and so the entire walls were like dark brown with like the trimming was all white
Yeah, yeah.
everywhere. Anyways, it was insanely ugly, and it was like that
insanely
for
ugly like that.
yeah, insanely ugly, and it was like that for about a year and a half because it's been a while since he was here, and I never
Yep.
got to it because it's a big job, right? Especially
Yep.
freaking, it was dark brown, almost black, like chocolate.
Chocolate brown.
So how
So
many
I mean,
coats did it take to cover it? Four? Oh,
What color
of
did you
course.
choose?
so I did a plain like eggshell,
Hmm.
you know and then I was like, I had this roller that I've had for years, like it was a textured roller, and I'm like, maybe I'll try it, maybe
Okay.
I'll do something with it. And I had a half a can of red that was left over from, so I mixed the red with the white, and I got like a little pinkish, color, and I did one thing of roller with the textured roller in like a light pink, and then I put more red in the white, and I got you know
A little bit
more
darker shade.
darker shade, and then I rolled a second time, and then it was kind of blotchy, so I went with my brush, and I was like, anyways, long story short, I now have a bathroom that is straight out of Stranger Things, like straight out of the
Stranger Things.
80s. Like it's like 80s bathroom. The kids love it because it's like, but I'm like, every time I go in there, I'm like, oh my god, this is so 80s. We used to have those like paint splatters even on
Yes,
Yeah.
clothes,
yes.
Marlene. You remember that?
Yes, I
Yep.
Like we
do.
had those very skinny skirts, and then like all the tops were like full of paint splatters. Like it was
Yep.
like it was a big thing. So, anyways, my wall looks like that now.
Too bad you didn't take a picture
I
of it. I'm
do,
trying
I
to.
do. I
Oh,
actually
okay,
have a
good.
picture. You want to see? It's
Yeah, I was
horrible. It's
trying
still
to
horrible, but
imagine.
at
It's
least it's
still
livable.
horrible, she's saying.
It's still horrible, but
At
at
least
least
it's finished, right?
it's
Isn't it?
finished.
I'm
Hold
curious
on.
to see this thing.
Okay, and I had some wallpaper. I'm gonna remove the wallpaper because it kind of looks not like the wallpaper is 70s, and my hold on.
You put wallpaper up too, or
I
just
had
had it?
I had some wallpaper, so I put the wallpaper first,
Jeez.
and then I did the splatter. So, but then like the wallpaper was already there, so I just left it there for now. But okay, look at that splatter.
I don't mind it. I like it. Very
So and
80s.
oh and because it was splattering everywhere, so then I had to do the sink
You did a
area.
great job. It's
and
nice.
and then because that was splattered on the toilet, I had to do the top of the toilet
Oh
too.
my
This is
goodness.
something I would do. Good for you. I like it.
Yeah, the kids like it. It's
I
kind of
like it. It's
different.
fine. I like your
Yeah.
toilet paper holder up there. Just reach up and get some.
Anyways, yeah, so that was my
That would
weekend.
be a little awkward to reach up to that
we
height
have
when
a
you're
we
sitting
have
on
a
the toilet.
we have a comment from a Facebook user.
Well,
It's a little face.
My
Yeah, that's,
goodness.
but anyways, trust me, user. I don't know why it says Facebook user. I'm not sure.
it's a
Anyways,
Facebook
trust me,
user.
it's a thousand times better than the chocolate brown.
There you
So
go.
yeah, yeah. At least the kids are not scared to go in the bathroom anymore. It looked like a
Yeah.
freaking killing room down there.
Well,
Anyways,
it would be
yeah.
like a dungeon because
It
the dark
was. It was. It
color.
was so dark because the bathroom has just a tiny little window too, right?
Mhm.
So it was
Yeah,
so dark,
The
and
dungeon.
yeah,
I was
this is
gonna
so
say it
much
would
better.
close it right in. I would be claustrophobic in there. Holy
Yeah,
cow.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, they were scared to go in. Like nobody used it except for Ezekiel. So everybody was going downstairs because they hated it. So next up is a bathtub refinishing. I have to refinish that ugly bathtub
Now,
that
do
I
you
have
know
in
how
my.
to do that? I have a person that could do that for you.
Oh, you do?
My
So
son, yes.
oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Put me in touch, please, because I was looking it up and it seems fairly simple, but my tub is so damaged. Like,
He's a master at cleaning, I mean, fixing all toilets and tubs and all that. That's his job now. He's made it quite the niche and he's making lots of money from it. So,
oh wow, that's good. That's good
Nice.
to know.
yes.
Yeah, because my house is was built in 1893, and the
Whoa.
tub is I'm pretty sure it's the original tub. Like, it's not a clawfoot
So I was gonna
tub,
say,
but
wow.
it's a cast iron tub. So
Mm.
it would be a, excuse my French, bitch to remove because it is so heavy and so
Marcus likes a challenge. So,
yeah. But anyways, long story short, it's like the surface is all like grainy and damaged, so it really needs like to be recoated and refinished. But was looking it up, and it doesn't look too um complicated. However, there's a lot of chemicals
yes,
involved,
you have
and
to have the
I
right
don't
chemicals and the
think I
right
want to.
ratings and all that kind of, he has all that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah, I don't think I want to touch those chemicals. So
No.
yeah, good to know. Yeah,
yeah.
that's my next project.
So what
Well,
about this weather, ladies? It's not very spring-like, but we have one more week of winter left. So let's just give it to us, Mother Nature. Just throw it all at us. I'm in Osgood right now, and it looks very nasty out there.
Oh yeah, was
what's
Yes,
it
it
snowing?
doing?
it was snowing.
Oh
Let me see. I'm looking out the window here, but it's just all
yeah,
frosty looking out there.
yeah. I'm looking at the weather forecast. It says
You,
snowing now,
you,
and
you guys look like you have sun coming in your windows, girls. I mean,
it's artificial light.
okay, okay,
But
gotcha.
my Lisa's son, I think.
Well, I'm at my mother's right now because I was telling Julia I feel very displaced at this time because we moved out of 319 in Cornwall because we rented the house. Our house, our tiny house, isn't quite ready yet. Sheldon's just finishing the plastering, so then he'll start paint. So we're right now living in our trailer, like it's a 27-foot house trailer, but it's the size of a real proper tiny house, which is 260 square feet.
Okay.
That's kind of the size of the real tiny houses anyway. And so we're in the boonies. I don't have proper internet. So I'm in town right now at my mom's doing the show because I know the internet out there will not hold for an hour.
Right.
I watch a podcast and get kicked off 8 times. So I don't take a chance. So
Oh, wow.
Julia, or you and Julia would be doing the show alone.
Well, that works too. You did it.
Yes, yes.
You
How
did
is
it,
Well,
your mother
Mai-Liis.
doing, by the way?
What was that?
how
Oh, your mom, yeah.
Oh, my mother, she's wonderful. She's doing well.
Good,
She's actually having a nap in the other room. She had a shower all by herself this morning, and she's very independent, but
good.
she's still walking with a walker because of course she had hip surgery. She broke her hip on the 9th of
Oh my goodness.
February. Yeah, the problem is she broke the one side and it's the other side. She has a really bad knee and a really bad shoulder. So we were saying if she'd done everything on the one side,
Oh, they could have
Yes.
done everything at
it'd be
once.
yeah. Now she's got two sides that are, not the best. But my mother is a trooper, as we all know, and
Yeah, she is. She is.
hope hopefully tomorrow she can go back to Glenstown Lodge to the day away program. She just loves it. So
Good, good.
hopefully we'll have her back tomorrow, but
Well,
we'll see.
I just want to be like Siri when I grow up because, she's so gung ho. Like she's
Yeah.
just, go, go, go all the time. Like I did my bathroom this weekend and I was like, yesterday morning, that was Saturday, right? Yesterday morning, I'm trying to get out of bed and I'm like,
Oh
oh my
God.
God, I'm so sore. Like, how the hell does that happen? Oh my God, I was so sore. I'm still sore this morning a little bit because I did a little bit of painting yesterday too. But yeah, no, she's a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, my mother's 89 and I'll call her up. So, so what are you doing? Oh, I just finished doing the bathroom, the whole bathroom, or I just did the whole kitchen. I just cleaned out all the cupboards and reorganized. Every day she's doing something.
She's an inspiration to us all, ladies.
Yeah,
She is,
absolutely.
because her grandmother, my great grandmother, always used to say to her, you have to use every day to its fullest. You cannot
Yes,
waste a day. So when my mother's tired, she feels guilty. And I said, why are you feeling bad? You're recharging your batteries today. You're still doing something.
right.
Yeah.
Even though you're sitting on the couch or reading a book, you're recharging your batteries. So that's what you're doing. But
Yeah,
no,
but I understand her point because it is so much like this weekend I felt so accomplished.
yeah,
Yes.
And the kids too, they were like, "Mom, we've done so much today." Like
yeah,
it was a good experience for
Great
everybody because,
accomplishment for everyone,
yeah,
for
everyone
sure.
was like feeling like they've done like something better than just, being on video games and stuff. And it's spring break now, so
Yes,
we're gonna have lots
exactly.
oh,
of that. Yep, spring break is
oh,
here.
yes. You know what? I was going to look up activities for spring break to see what was going on, and I forgot all about it because I don't have any
Kids
kids around me.
anymore.
I don't have kids. We have Bella. She's 15, but she's staying in town right now till we get the
Hmm.
house finished. So I'm like, I'm not on track with all that anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's lots going on.
I'm
We
sure, but I think we're gonna take this time to take it easy, and I might go to the biodome or something like that
mm,
once during the week. But I'm not. There's yeah,
It's
but
I
nothing
the
big planned.
Biodome is a fun place. They revamped it in the last few years. I'm excited to go back to there. That's really
Oh,
cool.
cool, cool, cool. I haven't
Yes.
been since Josh was like 4, I think. So it's been
Oh,
quite some time. Like
time to
it's
go.
yeah, time to go for sure.
and he's what, 21 now?
22. He turned
22.
22
Oh
last
my.
week. Happy birthday, Josh.
I
Yeah.
always say the kids are getting up. My youngest son just turned 31. And I'm like, oh my goodness, you guys are getting old.
Oh, it's insane. Like my oldest is 28 this year. No,
Baby.
27. She's I 94. Yeah, he's gonna be 29 this year,
There you go. The
right?
last of the
Yeah,
20s.
29. 29.
Well,
Insane.
my baby just turned 26. My daughter's going to be 31, and Christian would be 35. But age never bothered me. I don't know about you, Marlene or Julia, but it wasn't my age that bothered me. It was when my oldest turned 30. that it suddenly hit me that day. It's like, well, if he's 30, how old am I? Like, I must be
I'm the
ancient.
same way. I can't remember my age these days, but my kids remind me, like you're saying. My oldest is turning, oh my goodness, 43.
Oh
My
my.
oldest. And my
Wow.
oldest grandson is turning 25.
Wow.
So like this is too big.
Wow.
These numbers are too big.
See, when my oldest turned 25, that really, whoa,
Hit
I'm
you?
like, what the
Yeah.
fuck, man? I'm like, how the hell did I get here? Like, how can you be 25? I'm 25 in my mind. Like,
Exactly.
how the hell? You
I
know?
feel like I'm saying to my daughter who's turning 43, she tells me, "Shut up, mom." I'm like, "Yeah, you're getting old." Because when I was her age, she kept saying, "You're old." I'm like, "You're old." She goes, "Shut up, mom." But yeah,
Yeah.
Maylee and I were talking on Messenger, and you're right about me keeping young. Is that I have 13 grandchildren from the age of 8 months to 25, and they keep me busy. Right now,
Well,
I'm helping.
you you have got to be the coolest grandmother ever.
Well, thank you very much.
Like, like, who wouldn't want a grandma like that,
Exactly,
right?
exactly. That's what I say.
Jeez, for sure. All right, let's show your outfit for this
Yes.
month. All
Excuse me for
right.
not having it, but when I left 2 weeks ago, I thought I'd be back by then. But anyways, my daughter's doing really well. She's recovering from a minor operation. So yeah. Anyways, the coat that I got is absolutely beautiful. I love the color of purple.
Okay, let's see if I can
Look at her. There's a cool grandma.
There you
for
go.
sure. Look at that.
Isn't it
So
gorgeous?
I'm
Oh my
gonna
goodness, I love it. That beautiful scarf I got is just so pretty. And those are the boots I got at Christmas time for like $9. So hey.
uh-huh.
But this coat is a London Fog, which is one of the very best coat makers in the world from London, England.
Hmm.
And I lucked out on this. Actually, there was a mother and her daughter, probably in their 50s and 70s, there. And they were like all over me and talking about it, going, "You got a great deal." I'm like, "Yes, I did." So, yeah, I'm looking forward to wearing that
Well,
beautiful
Oh,
coat.
and whose are these boots?
There's
no, but look how cool she is. Like, look at the accessorizing. Like, she's got this gorgeous, gorgeous scarf with like a hot pink and black, and then she's got the little hat that's black too, with the hot pink flower and the hot pink gloves.
Why
It
not?
looks gorgeous.
Actually, I'm going to say is that next month is I'm going to be talking about accessorizing.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yes, that's
Well,
going to be
which
my.
obviously you do very well.
I love accessorize. When they say accessorizing, I thought, oh, you're saying no. When they say exercising, I say, oh, accessorizing.
The only excess I do is accessorizing.
That's exactly right. I just feel like an outfit needs like that cherry on the top. So yeah, like the little flower, the matching little gloves, and yeah, I just love it. I just love dressing up. You know
I
me.
was going to
I
say,
don't do enough of it.
keep the picture up because I want to see the prices. What did you pay for what part?
Oh,
Looking sharp, Marlene.
oh, thank you very much. I believe it was $39 the coat.
Okay.
$39.
Oh,
The scarf was 6, and it's huge. It's like I didn't realize how like I could put it on a table for a tablecloth. It's
Oh,
so
wow.
big, but it's so beautiful. The gloves were 4. The hat was, I think, 7. So the whole outfit less than $60
wow,
And that was
nice.
at
at
how
the village.
the village, like
The
The
village.
the
village.
Yes.
village.
I've got
Oh
to
boy.
I've got to tell you, I do look through the village sometimes, but my all-time favorite is Serendipity on 2nd Street. And I was very proud of myself. I dropped Seekers off there this past week. I did take a look through to see what they had, and I walked out of there with nothing because what
Ah.
I found since our move, I have visited too many thrift shops too many times, and I have way too much stuff.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, do I really need that one more pair of leggings to add to my 4 pairs that I've already got? Because, at like $3 a pair, how can you not?
I know,
Yeah.
But
I
Yeah.
know.
oh my God,
See,
now that
my issue. Whoops. Go ahead.
no, I was going to say now that, like, because when we moved, of course, when you've got everything all over the house, you don't realize how much stuff you actually
Exactly.
own. But when it's now all in the basement, all our like boxes and stuff are in the basement of the tiny house, and then our furniture is already upstairs covered. But when you look downstairs, it's like, where did all this come from? Like,
Mhm.
I used to live very close to all the thrift shops in Cornwall, so that's
Yes,
where it all came from. But you can get some super, super deals.
for
Yeah.
sure.
I've
See,
just got to stay away.
my issue is like Marlene knows shoes is one big thing. And so every time I go in a thrift store and I see a pair of shoes that, like, I mean, it's just calling my name, and I just, it's so cheap. I can't leave it there.
Julia.
I have to buy it. So I buy them, and I have shoes. I have a ton of shoes that I never wear because, I don't have the occasion to wear them. Like, I don't go out much, and I can only wear those shoes for a certain amount of hours before my feet get tired. Anyways, and that and designer dresses. Like, I got like 3 dresses at Serendipity because they were just stunning, but
Yeah.
I'm never gonna wear them. Like, I'm nowhere to
Yes,
wear them. So,
but
they're
like I
just
said,
Well,
the occasion to dress up is every day. You don't need a special occasion. Just wear them. Just put them on and wear them. That's like John, when he first met me, I would get all dolled up, as he called it, to go to the doll. He goes, "We're only going to the dolls." I'm like, I know. So
yeah, I don't know, man. It's too much effort.
no,
Like, I
I
just
absolutely love
can't.
doing it. It's just because I lived on a farm with 7 kids and I hardly ever went out anywhere. So I just took every occasion to be able to dress up fancy and just go. Because people are like, where are you going? You going to a party? I'm like, no, I'm just dressing up. This is how I feel today.
well, because you know what? When you dress up, you feel better. You feel
Of
good.
course, of course. And like I
It's
said
good
in
for the
one of
mental
my
health.
columns, is that even when I'm feeling really horrible, I'll get up, get my little face on, my little dress, and I look damn great, but I might not feel good, but I look good. And that kind of gives you that step going, okay, I feel a little bit better, even though, I don't know. But anyways, yes, just
Yeah,
dress
that's
up
a great
any day.
mental.
Every day that ends in Y is what I say.
Yeah, great mental health tip right there. They say that when you're in a big depression, they tell you try to get up and just like wash your face, put some makeup on, make
That's
sure that
right.
you're trying to yeah.
It's a start of getting to feel better for
Yeah.
sure.
So my Lisa, I have Kat backstage. Do you want me to bring her
Okay.
now?
No.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. Let's bring Kat on.
Hi, Kat. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. So, Kat is the event coordinator with Transition Cornwall Plus Food Action Group. And my all-time favorite event is coming up this next weekend. And you know what, Kat? I can actually attend it rather than run through it, because usually we're doing a wedding or something and we're out of town and I've got like half an hour to run through it. I'm going to take the whole from, what is it, 10 till
10:30 to 2.
10:30 to 2. I'm going to be there the whole time. So anyway, this event used to be called CD Saturday, and I love that name, but it's now been changed to Transition into Spring.
Yes.
Why the name change?
Yeah, so thank you first for having me on. I'm so excited to be here. It's my first time joining you for this chat, so it's an honor.
Good.
Oh,
So
that's nice.
so we with Transition Cornwall Plus, we have hosted this event for 8 years, and as we know, the pandemic changed a lot of things for a lot of people. One of those groups that actually saw considerable change was seed producers. A lot of them transitioned to online sales, and they're not as interested in some of these in-person events anymore. They don't need it to sell their product. So we heard that message from them as we launched our registration, and we sort of got a little bit more creative as to how we could still host this really fantastic community event, bring people together around the idea of gardening and sustainable living, and what people can do at home. Because I think that's really at the heart of this event, is inspiring people to do little tiny changes, and connect with people in their community as experts and as mentors, because sometimes these changes can be really hard. So, we took all of that and we said, you know what, spring is a really fantastic time of year to think about growth and change and planting seeds for tomorrow. And so that's really where this idea came from. And that really is also at the core of Transition Cornwall Plus. So it just sort of felt like it was time to evolve the event beyond seed vendors and into just sort of larger community growth, in celebration of spring. We're only a few days to spring, so it made sense. And it was a play on word as well with the name of our group. And so, it's all of that. But we hope people still come for the gardening and stay for all of the other activities as well.
Now, this is this Saturday coming up?
That's correct. Yes. So Saturday.
I will be back in Cornwall and I may show up.
Okay. Well, we'll see you.
Yes. I've never been, so this should be something new for me to do.
So yeah, Kat. So what is it? For those who never attended or don't know what it is, you say all the other activities. What is it exactly?
Yes. So we still have vendors. So a lot of them are local producers here within Cornwall and SCG that are, they're farmers, they're bakers, they're honey producers, they're people who are still really contributing to that sustainable local food. Some of them have seeds, but we wouldn't call them only seed producers. So they're a little bit more broad. We have a lot of our community non-for-profits or sustainable organizations. So you're going to see the Raisin Region Conservation Authority. You're going to see the City of Cornwall there with all of their waste diversion initiatives. And we have some partners coming in to do just to talk about different activities or groups in the community and things that they're doing and gearing up for spring and summer. One thing that we've continued or maintained is having our workshop series. So we have all of that on our website, so people can come for some free workshop and hands-on training. That's always very exciting. A different piece that's very popular with family, especially because this is happening in March break, is our children's activity. So I think I counted yesterday, we have 14 different activity stations for family and kids.
Wild.
Wow.
All of it is, free. You can come get your hands messy and just sort of experience gardening and the real side of gardening, which is, getting messy. And so that's really fun. And then we have this new thing. It's kind of an evolution of something we've offered before, which is called Ask an Expert. So if people have been to a Transition Cornwall event in the past, they might recognize something called Ask a Gardener or Ask a Cyclist. So we just exploded this concept with this event. And so we have expert birders, we have expert arborists, we have an expert nut tree grower, we have an expert sewer, we have an expert knitter, a knitting circle. So we've kind of gone, an expert photographer, we've gone and just said, people always have questions. Let's make sure we have the right people in place, and then just create a space for community learning and sharing and networking. And so we have Ask an Expert is sort of our big expansion. And we're really hoping that it is a springboard for people feeling like we in this community are a wealth of knowledge. All we need to do is tap into it. And that's the root of a lot of our growth.
So the workshops, are they going to be just one workshop at a time? Because I know in the past you've run different workshops at the same time, and it's one of those, I want to go to this one, but I also want to go to this one. So how are the workshops going to work this year?
Yeah, I know, the paradox of choice. It's so tricky.
Yeah.
So we are only running one series of workshops. Some of them are films. They've actually been submitted by our partners at Seeds of Diversity. So you just can come in, take some quiet time and watch a film. We also know that sometimes people really need a quiet space. And so we've tried to accommodate that within our workshop room. And then the live person workshops are also just a single stream. So there's only going to be 4 throughout the day. You're going to be able to go to them all if you want. The way that we've balanced that is that we have these Ask an Expert stations. And so, you can go to a seated workshop, or you can go and connect with someone in person in one of these other spaces. And that's how we've tried to have just as much knowledge, if not more, but cater to people like yourself who wanted to kind of do it all and not have to feel like the time is a barrier.
Now, is there a charge for this?
No, everything is free.
Okay.
So obviously, if you purchase any of the products, there's
Of
a fee
course.
to that to the vendor specifically, but otherwise attendance is free. There are going to be donation jars throughout the event as a pay what you can, but there's no obligation. And all of those fees go towards Transition Cornwall Plus hosting
Wonderful.
future events throughout the year.
Excellent. Sounds like
And
a lot of fun.
It's at the Benson Center, right?
Yeah.
Yes, correct. So Saturday, March 18th at the Benson Center from 10:30 to 2. And we look forward to seeing everyone. Everyone is welcome. We
Well,
really want everyone to come.
I'm gonna try to go, and like I'm like, I don't have a green thumb. Like, this is well known in this community. I kill everything I buy. So but I've been doing better. So I'm I actually grew some lettuce, so that's a good start,
Really good start.
and it did fairly well. So I'm gonna try. Like, I really want. I think it's important. We've done a few shows with we have another show called Community Action Talks, and we've done a few shows on food insecurity, and I think it's going in that direction more and more, and we really need to try to do what we can to feed our families in different ways. Now we're gonna have to find alternative. Like, this all happened. I started growing my lettuce when I saw that the romaine lettuce was like $8 for like 3 little heads. I'm like, okay, this is insane. So yeah, thank you so much.
That's a lot of lettuce seeds, right? Like, that's the one thing to think about is
Yeah,
For sure.
lettuce
And gardening
lettuce
is
a
very
great
good.
first thing. I'm so proud of you.
yeah.
Gardening
And I
is
didn't kill
very
it, so that's great.
rewarding.
I managed to grow it enough that I could eat it. Like
Oh, did you actually get a couple of leaves out of it?
Oh, I got a lot of leaves out of it. Are
Oh,
you kidding me?
wow.
Like, I just used the romaine, right? I bought the $8 romaine, and then I used the stubs to just grow more, right?
Good.
And
Good for
I
you.
managed to get quite a few. Like, I had a big bowl of salad out of it. So yeah.
Wow. You were going to say something, Marlene.
I was just saying, gardening is so rewarding for the young and old. And having so many grandchildren and stuff is that we just love showing them how, growing things, and then how they're like, that they're able to grow them and then eat them. It's amazing to them. They're like blown away by something, and they're very proud of things like this. So
Well, I got an experiment for you, Marlene.
Yes.
We did a few years ago. We did an experiment. My friend Lorraine Renier, she had her husband. They have a farm, and they got us this awesome experiment called "Soil Your Undies."
Yeah.
And so we bought some cotton underwear, like
Yes.
men's underwear, right? And in the spring, beginning of the spring, you take the underwear and you just bury them in a spot in your backyard, and then you leave them there. I think it was a month and a half or something like that, or 2 months. I can't quite remember, but it was like a little period of time. I think it's a month. And then you just dig them out and see what happens, and it just, like, they're disappeared. Like, they're full of holes. It's insane. It just goes to show how much life there is in the ground, right?
For sure, yes.
So it was the kids loved it. It was a great
I will
experiment.
have to
So
do that.
do
And
that
what was
with
the name of
your
it
friends.
again? I like
Soil Your Undies.
that. Soil Your Undies.
I think if that's one of the favorite things with this event, and one of the reasons that really motivated us to shift and grow, is because we do see children and adults and more senior, like, it's that multi-generational opportunity for learning, which is incredible. And as much as kids are really excited when plants grow, adults are too.
Oh, yes.
And so it just sparks so much connection and joy in so many people. And I I can speak personally, and I know we talk about it a lot. Like when we talk about things around food insecurity and growing your own food, there's a whole other side of this, which is, the mental health benefits,
sure,
the connection with nature, with other gardeners, with your family in new and exciting ways, just learning and stimulating your brain and asking questions and, being okay to not everything going right, because gardening is really a constant lesson of mistakes and learning from them.
Exactly.
But it being really safe to do that. Like the risks are so low compared to so many of other decisions we make. And so gardening can just be a very fulfilling experience, in lots of different ways. And one of my greatest sort of recommendations for families is to start young, start with little things, little funny, grow one bean. So these are all these types of activities that we have throughout this event to inspire families, but just sort of that intergenerational learning. Marlene, I hope you bring some of your grandchildren if they're in town, because we have so much on offer for them.
I'll try. Okay. Everyone lives out of town, but I'll see what I can do.
What you can do, because I think that's what continues to bring people back to this event, even though we're changing it. It's just this space of, fun, experiment, learning something new. And Julia, so we're not only growing, we're also making things like bird feeders and bat houses, and we're doing bike maintenance, so if you need to learn other things, knitting, maybe you want to learn knitting, like we've got a little bit of everything. So don't feel like you have to know how to garden to come. We got you covered.
The other thing about gardening, it's healthy. It's healthy for us. Getting our fingers and feet into the dirt and the sunshine. And it's a whole lot of goodness with gardening for sure.
Yeah, they say that there's something like, with just putting your hands in the ground like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's good
very
for your
healthy.
mental health.
Oh, if I may, there's one more thing that we've kind of expanded this year. Okay, so in the past, and kind of part of CD Saturdays, it's really popular to do something called a seed swap table. So people can bring seeds that maybe they've used at home or they've saved, they have them labeled, and then it's like giving them into the community. You put them on the table and you swap them out for something else that someone else has brought. And it's just this community sharing of seeds. And there's something, like fundamentally fantastic about that, because we're going to like cross promote and all the different things. Oh, here at the website. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just showing
it's like, oh, are you seeing my screen? No. So we have lots going on, but the swap tables we expanded. So we have a book swap table. We have a kitchen gadget swap table. We have arts and craft, yarn, fabric, buttons, like all of that as a swap table. And then our traditional seed and garden supply swap table. So I want people to feel like, if you've got some stuff that you're done using at home and you want to give it into the community, these swap tables are going to be a place for you. And then hopefully you'll find something that you want to take home as well. So we've got lots of information on the website. We're updating our vendors and exhibitors this afternoon. So people should definitely check back and just join us. Yeah, come discover.
So what is the website that we would go to?
Yes. It is transitioncornwall.com/CD Saturdays.
Oh my goodness.
No, CD Saturday.
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 Okay, so now
I put it on the comments anyway, so people can see it.
So now that you've talked to us about all this, I can understand why you changed the name into Transition into Spring. Yeah, because again, it's not just the seeds, it's a lot of everything. So Transition into Spring is an interesting name.
Yeah,
it is. I like it.
Wow.
Thanks. Well, we're taking feedback after the event as well. We always do. So if there's something we've missed this time around, we'll need
Looks like you covered everything.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you, Kat, for being with us. We hope you have a very successful event. We'll see you there, and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you so much for having me. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Kat.
Oh, wonderful.
That's wild.
No, it's exciting because, like, with that event, you kind of feel spring is finally here. I mean, when you mention the event, I can almost smell the soil. The problem is this year with the new house, I'm not going to have much soil around it because we're still working on it.
Mhm.
So I'll have a new canvas to work on next spring, but I still have the 2 houses here in Cornwall that we're renting out. So I still have 2 gardens to get my fingers dirty in because I
Yes, exactly.
still got to do the spring cleanup for those. So I'm all excited. I love seeing what comes out of the
Me
ground.
too. I'm so excited about spring, ladies. It's just like, oh, you know, because fashionably I'll be able to get out of winter coats and see what outfits I'm going to be able to get
Yeah.
into.
See, yeah, it's been I don't know, 2023 around me, not for me per se, like I've been okay, but I've seen a lot of people around me struggle more than usual this year with the winter blues.
Yes, for
Um
sure.
yeah, it's been a tough 2023, and spring is going to be very welcome.
A
Yeah.
springboard into a new season and like a new beginnings for all of us, you know. So I'm excited about spring for sure.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I actually saw my first robin a couple of weeks ago, so that's
Oh,
always a sign of spring. And I saw a whole lot of V's of geese coming into the sky.
Yeah,
So
I saw them on
yep.
Friday. They were like, I saw the whole bunch of birds and they're flying north. I'm like, oh, that's nice. They're coming back.
and all the little songbirds I'm seeing and hearing, and so it's so exciting. I love spring.
Oh, I don't know if I told you this, my lease, but there's a like In and Outdoors, I think it's called, in the strip
Okay.
where the Giant Tigers is.
Yes.
There's a
Yes.
store called In and Outdoors.
Yep.
Anyways, Josh bought a crow collar.
A
You
What?
crow
should see
collar.
that thing. Yeah, it's a crow collar. So it makes a
Oh, a
crow
crow
noise,
collar. Okay.
and it calls all the crows. Like if he uses this thing, all the crows come in
It's
in
perhaps a
circle.
mating call.
I'm not sure what it is, but anyways, it attracts them. And
Wow.
yeah, he bought it last I think it was in the fall, and he was so excited. He's like, I get the phone call. He's like, yeah, hi, may I speak with Josh? And I'm like, he's not here. Can I take a message? He says, yeah, tell him his crow collar is in. I'm like, it's gotta be a joke, right? Like, I'm like, that's gotta be a joke. So I tell him when I saw him, I'm like, somebody called and said your crow collar was in. He said, oh yes, I'm so happy. And I'm like, what the heck is that? He said, it's, well, mom, says it's a crow collar. I'm like, seriously? Anyways, it's so much fun. Like they
I
just
didn't know what you were saying. I was thinking of a collar and a crow collar. I'm like, what is
no, a
that? A crow
collar.
collar?
Yeah, full of seeds right here. Just calls the crows.
So I've gone by that place so many times. So I'm gonna actually have to go in and do an out and about.
I've never
Oh
heard of
yeah,
it.
they
I'll have to go in it too.
It's a
like
few doors down from Mrs. B's.
yeah,
Okay.
It's
Yes.
right beside Mrs. B's. Yeah, I've wondered what was in there, so I think I'm gonna have to
yeah.
go check it out.
Yeah, for sure. It seems to be a very interesting place if they have crow
Yeah,
collars.
I'm gonna have
Crow
to
collars.
pick me up one of those crow collars.
Probably have geese collars too, duck collars, like
Yeah, my thing is
cardinal
like,
collars.
well, when I was at in Cornwall there, I had my secret garden, and you often you saw pictures, my birds and squirrels and stuff, but
Yes.
I obviously don't have that secret garden anymore, so I don't have all this wildlife outside my kitchen window. So now I'm gonna have to fix up some bird feeders and all kinds
Yes.
of stuff around the house because
Yeah,
I
because
want
I'm
them.
sure you're gonna have a ton more
Well, we
So you
have
wildlife
need the
than
crow collar.
them.
you got a crow collar, you get all the crows.
Well, we've got a lot of stuff, but they're like dispersed. So I need to get them closer to the house so I can actually see them. So I'm gonna have to
Mhm.
work on Sheldon getting me. I don't know if you've seen those huge stands with all different bird feeders and stuff
Yes.
on them.
Yes.
For all the different. That's what I want. I want one of those so I can get all the birds.
There you
Yeah,
go. Ask for it for Mother's Day. You know,
there you
that's a
go.
good
Yeah,
Mother's Day
Mother's Day's
present.
coming.
Oh,
It's a good
yeah,
idea.
that's a good
Yes.
idea. Plus a
Well,
crow.
on Mother's Day, we're gonna be in Toronto, my lease.
We
I
are.
just realized that it was the Mother's Day weekend. I didn't know. Like we're going to a print
Graphics. Well,
graphics
it's
and printing
expo.
expo.
Neat. Cool.
And it's been like so long. I'm so excited because it's been so long since I've been to an expo, like, or
Yeah.
to a convention, like, since the pandemic and everything. So yeah,
Yeah,
we're
you can
going
wear
to
one
this.
of your fancy dresses. There you
There you
go.
go.
No,
There you go.
I'm not sure about the dresses to that one, but yeah, the last time I went to one of these was probably I'd say about 30 years ago when I
Wow.
worked at Astro. Like it's all about the latest things in graphic design, printing, all kinds. It's really interesting. It's
Yeah, and we're hoping to connect with some printers to see if they
yeah,
can do better, because the cost of printing since the pandemic has gone. So
Because of the
our little
ink cost?
magazine there costs a lot of money to print. So
and
enjoy it,
as
people.
far as
And this
Wow.
issue is
yeah,
so beautiful. This month is so beautiful. We still have a little bit, a few of them on the shelves, but it's just a fantastic issue.
I've
I showed it
already,
to someone when I went to Ottawa on Friday to buy all the magnifying glasses for the Seeker's Choice Awards.
which is back
Um,
this year.
yes.
Yay!
So the lady was like, surely you're doing some sort of project with all these, right? And I'm like, yeah, we are a small little publication in Cornwall, Ontario. And so I showed her the magazine, and she just, like, she couldn't believe it. She was like, oh well, I wish we had one of those in here. Like, we don't have anything like that. It's so beautiful. And she was really impressed by the Seeker. So
Well, aren't we
Ottawa.
all?
Ottawa's not far. Maybe someday.
Well, a lot of people
Soon.
what they always ask me, well, how did this come about? So like it's pretty well. We had the newspaper. We also did magazines, and this is how we compromised.
Yeah.
Seeker on the front,
I
magazine
love
on the
it.
back.
I
So
love it.
yeah, I'm always telling people that story because they're going, well, what is this? They get to the middle and then it's upside down. It's like, well,
Yeah.
what's
It's like,
this?
what's going on? Yeah. But
But yeah,
no, I mean, seriously, this issue, the
It's
women empowered
yeah,
beautiful.
issue, is all about ladies, because it was Women's Day on March
Yes.
8th, which is Josh's birthday at the same time.
yeah.
Um, anyways, we have about, I think I counted 27 stories of different
Wow.
local women, and we're
Yep.
really just celebrating the everyday woman. So yeah,
Because
pick up
that's
your
what we
copy.
are as everyday women.
Yeah, and the everyday woman is not celebrated enough. Like, I mean, we
Exactly.
always, there's a lot of prominent women, and we always hear about their accomplishments, and it's great. It's not taking away from what they do. They're awesome, but what about
Hey,
the woman who's raising 7 kids at home,
exactly.
She needs to be celebrated too. So,
For sure.
yeah, so this issue is all about that.
Yeah, and like say we started the front too with a story about 3 women that came together through the pandemic, like 3 strangers, and they become close friends. The story's on page 6. So
The
there's
pandemic certainly changed a lot in our world for sure.
Oh,
Those
it
two
did.
years are like a fog of my memory because when I'm talking about past things, I have to like talk before the pandemic and stuff like that.
It's like a different lifetime
but
almost.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
but
we're
it show
talking.
Oh,
like I mean it
it was an honor to see
okay.
our faces on the cover. Thank you so much, ladies. It was a great surprise for
Oh,
the 3 of
Oh,
us
that's
girls.
nice. Congratulations, ladies.
Yeah.
and it was a wonderful story. There they are, the 3 ladies. The story was wonderful too. So like say pick it up, read it on page 6 if you can still find a copy, because I know I've got places to like take more to because they've run out. I was one of our places was saying, I need some more. They're going like cupcakes. They're just
Gotcha.
disappearing so fast. Yeah, that was Gordon Jewelers,
Oh, really?
one of our
Well,
drop-off spots. He said, I need you to bring me some more. They're just flying like cupcakes off the table.
Good. That's wonderful.
It is. It is.
we still have some at the Seeker office, 327 2nd Street East. You can come and get your copy in the big red distribution box on the side of the building. They're there. If not, I don't know where Mai-Liis has them.
Well, I mean, they're
Yeah, tell us, May-Liis.
They were all over town, but I mean, I can't guarantee that you'll find them there. Basically, you can find them at both Food Basics. You can find them at Fresco, Modern Primitive. You can find them at Happy Popcorn, Sharon's Pantry, but she's only open a few days a week now. I know she's got some because I just dropped them off. Gordon Jewelers, Shortline Convenience also
Okay,
has.
wonderful.
They also have a red distribution box that you can get them from. But the one place that we can guarantee that you can pick them up from is the Seeker office, because we can pretty well control it and we know they're in there. So,
Yep.
definitely stop in.
Awesome. So
I
things
do
that
want
that
to.
are happening.
Yeah, but I do want to quickly mention we are working on the April Seeker, and it is called Spring Cleaning and Green Living. So if you've got a business that deals with any of that, please contact us, because you've got till the 22nd to get your ads
Okay.
or articles in. So things coming up. What do we have? Well, we have St. Patrick's Day coming up. I was hoping people were going to be able to tell us what kind of events are going on for St. Patrick's Day and what is everybody doing this Friday.
I won't be drinking any green beer, that's for sure.
Did you ever try that?
I never did.
I did.
No, I don't even like beer. So green beer, no. Maybe creme de menthe. There we go.
Oh,
There's a
there you
green
go.
drink.
Oh, there you go.
That's
No,
green.
I tried green beer. I mean,
Oh my
Vicky.
God,
beer with
Marlene, you just gave me flashbacks of teenage drinking
Yeah.
when I was a
Good
kid
or bad
with, like, creme
experience.
de menthe that, like, yeah, I want to forget.
oh, creme de menthe. No, green beer.
Ugh.
Green beer is just green food coloring in beer. Now,
Exactly.
I like dark beers. Like, I don't like so I'm not sure how green coloring would even go in a Guinness or
Right.
something
No.
like
It would
that.
make it kind of like more brown, or I
It would
don't know.
make it look like your
Weird.
bathroom.
I
was.
was just going to say that. Yeah, that's how it would be. Yes.
Right. There's also No Mo May coming.
Yeah, there is. I was going to mention that when we had Kat on, because I'm sure she could have talked about it. But basically, they're trying to stop you from mowing your grass. We should have asked her. She would have known all this. So it says, by allowing grasses and so-called weeds to grow in spring, you are assisting local pollinators and helping to increase biodiversity.
Right.
Said Sustainability Project Coordinator Angela Parker. Biodiversity protects us against climate change. It ensures food security. And
Yep, it's just good for the environment. I did it last
I'm
year.
all for it.
Yep, I did it
Yeah.
last year. I got the sign. Just like the
yeah, that's just it. You can pick up the signs as well. I had
Where do you
it
pick one
typed
up?
it. I had it typed out, and a piece was missing when I printed it. So I don't know what happened there. But yeah, and I find that hard because, again, everybody's trying to clean up their front yards and this and that, but you're supposed to leave it alone.
So,
month of
Marlene,
May.
to answer your question,
Yes.
No Mo May signs will be available for pickup during this year's Echo Day on April 22nd at Lamoureux Park.
Okay, good. Good.
And that's another wonderful event coming up.
Echo Days?
Oh,
Echo
yeah.
Day? Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Do you have any more, Mai-Liis? Because we're approaching
The
11
hour.
o'clock. I want to say the Klein House has a great show going on. It's called The World is a Camera, and it's with Francois Desjardins and Jessica Sarrazin. It's on till April the 1st, and it's at 204 2nd Street East. Hours are Thursday to Saturday, 10 to 4. It looks like an awesome show. The opening was on Saturday, and unfortunately I was out of town, so I missed it. But it looked like they had a really, really good group of people showing up. So stop by, because the Klein House is one of those places, if you're having a stressful day, walk through those doors and you feel like you're in a totally different world.
Oh, nice.
It's
Yeah.
really, really, it's just so impressive in there. You've never been, Marlene?
No.
Oh, it's a
my
beautiful
goodness.
space.
I'll have to yeah, I have to try these places for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and you notice my nails are matching, you know.
Oh
And they're
gosh.
very
Look at that.
Oh my
They're
God.
matching the glasses. Beautiful. Awesome.
I'm so boring. I kind of just dress
Yeah,
in
me too.
black. I have
I just
like,
have the lipstick that you know.
well, I do black and my leggings are usually got color, but I'm so much more boring than Marlene. Look at her.
Ladies, you can't be boring in this life. Come on.
Well, she is the sunshine on our Monday morning motivation once a month. So
She is.
I want to thank you for coming
My
to
pleasure.
host with us today, Marlene, and we'll see you in a month. As for you people, hope you enjoyed the show today. We'll see you next week. Have yourself a great day.
A
Happy
super
last
duper
week
day.
of
in
winter,
fact.
everyone. It's going to be behind us. And a week today is the first day of spring. So we have something wonderful to look forward to.
Wow, yay.
Okay, Marlise, I'm doing
Yay.
this again. Have yourself a great day.
Have yourself a
Anna,
great day, ladies. Thank you so much for having me on.
thanks, Marlene, and have yourselves a super duper week.
I
All right.
certainly
Bye.
will.
Bye for now.
Bye bye.